Most animals run from fire, but this beetle flies straight into the flames. It doesn't escape wildfires, it seeks them. It can sense heat from far away, like a living fire alarm. And inside the burning forest, it finds a place to live, lay eggs, and grow. Wildfires are one of the scariest things in nature. They move fast, burn hot, and leave behind nothing but ashes. Animals run. People evacuate. Trees are lost in minutes. But there's one small insect that doesn't run. In fact, it does something shocking. It flies into the fire. This beetle doesn't just survive wildfires, it depends on them. Its name is the fire beetle, and it has one of the strangest survival stories in the animal kingdom. While flames scare off almost every living thing, this beetle gets excited. It has special sensors on its body that can feel heat from far away, even before smoke is visible. When it senses a fire, it knows what to do. It follows the heat, not to die, but to find a home, lay eggs, and begin new life. In a place where everything else is ending, the fire beetle is just getting started. Most beetles don't make headlines. They crawl through leaves, hide under rocks, and live quiet little lives. But the fire beetle is different. It lives in silence until the forest catches fire. At first look, it seems like nothing special. It's small, barely the size of a fingernail. Its body is black, with a hard, shiny shell. If you saw one sitting on a log, you'd probably ignore it. But hidden inside that tiny body is something almost no other insect has a built-in fire detector. Its scientific name is Melanophila acuminata. It lives in forested regions across North America, Europe, and parts of Asia. And it's not afraid of wildfires. In fact, it depends on them. When a fire breaks out in a forest, birds fly away, deer run, even bears don't hang around. But this beetle wakes up. It stretches its wings. It rises into the smoky sky. And it begins to fly toward the heat, not away from it. From miles away, it can sense the presence of fire. Even if the sky looks clear, the beetle knows. It follows an invisible trail in the air until it finds what it's looking for, trees still warm from burning. Most insects fear heat. This one uses it like a compass. So the question remains, why would any living thing be drawn to a place that destroys everything in its path? The fire beetle doesn't just chase fire. It's built for it. Right under its wings, there's something special. Tiny round sensors, almost invisible to the eye. They're called infrared receptors, and they're more sensitive than any camera we've ever made. These sensors pick up heat, not light. That means they can feel fire even from more than 80 kilometers away. That's like standing in one city and sensing flames in the next. Even when there's no smoke in the sky, the beetle can still tell something is burning. And once it gets close, it has another trick. Its nervous system goes into a special state. It blocks pain and shock from the heat. So instead of panicking, the beetle stays calm-focused even as it flies near the flames. But what if it gets too close? That's where its hard shell comes in. Its body is tough, made to resist sparks and high temperatures. It can land on hot tree bark without burning up. It doesn't walk through open fire, but it can handle heat that would kill other insects. Even its wings are protected. They fold tightly under its shell when not in use, safe from ash and heat. Every part of this beetle has one job: help it survive fire. Not just to live through it, but to use it. So now we have to wonder, what does the fire beetle actually do once it finds a burning forest? When the fire beetle lands, the flames are still dying. The trees are black. The ground is warm. And the air smells like smoke and silence. But this is exactly what the beetle came for. The female beetle begins to search for the perfect spot. A recently burned tree with soft, scorched bark. She crawls across the surface, feeling for just the right crack. Then, carefully, she lays her eggs deep inside. Why burned trees? Because fire clears out danger. Predators are gone. Parasites are gone. Even other insects are gone. That means her young will grow in peace. Inside the blackened wood, the eggs stay warm and dry. When they hatch, the larvae don't need to hunt. They feed on the soft, dead wood. It's full of nutrients, and nobody else is there to compete. The fire beetle doesn't just survive fire. It builds its entire life around it. The flames destroy the old forest, but create the perfect nursery for the next generation. It's a strange kind of wisdom. Where most animals see death, the beetle sees birth. The larvae stay hidden for months, slowly growing. By the time they're ready to leave, the forest may already be healing. New plants, new leaves, and soon another fire. For the beetle, this cycle is natural. Still, it makes us ask, why would any creature tie its future to something as dangerous as wildfire? After a wildfire, the forest looks empty. Black trees, quiet ground. No birds, no buzzing, no signs of life. But deep in the cracks of burned bark, the fire beetle is already at work. It doesn't just live in this place, it helps clean it. As the larvae eat their way through the dead wood, they break it down. Piece by piece, they turn burned trees into soft dust. That dust falls to the ground, and over time, it becomes part of the soil. This process helps the forest heal. The ashes mix with new nutrients. The ground becomes rich again, ready for new plants to grow. The beetle doesn't know it's helping. It's just doing what it was made to do. But its work supports the whole ecosystem. And it doesn't stop there. Woodpeckers often follow wildfires too, not for the fire, but for the beetles. They listen for tiny sounds under the bark. Then they dig in and feast on the larvae. So the beetle feeds the birds, and the birds help spread seeds. One small insect helps bring back a whole forest. It's amazing, isn't it? This creature doesn't just use fire. It becomes part of nature's plan to rebuild. But now, as fires grow stronger and more often, we have to wonder, can the fire beetle keep doing its job in a world that's changing too fast? Wildfires are nothing new. They've happened for millions of years. And the fire beetle has always been there, watching, waiting, flying in. But today's fires are different. They're bigger. They last longer. They burn hotter than ever before. In the past, fires came every few decades. Now, in some places, they return every few years. That doesn't give the forest time to rest. And without healthy trees, the fire beetle loses its home. More fire should mean more chances for the beetle to lay eggs. But it's not working out that way. Some fires burn too fast. They wipe out entire regions before the beetle can even arrive. Others burn too deep, destroying the wood before it's useful. Climate change is adding fuel to the flames. Hotter summers, drier air, stronger winds. These aren't normal wildfires anymore. They're disasters. And even though the fire beetle was born in fire, it may not survive this new kind. Some scientists are worried. If a creature designed to live in fire can't keep up, what happens to everything else? The beetle has adapted for thousands of years, but nature can only move so fast. And when the balance is broken, even the most prepared creatures can fall. So here's the question we all have to ask. If even the fire beetle struggles to survive the fires of today, what does that mean for the future of our forests and for us? The fire beetle is more than just a bug. It's a symbol of how life can grow even in the darkest places. It doesn't fear fire, it follows it. It turns destruction into a new beginning. But even creatures like this have limits. If we change the world too much, even the most adaptable species may start to vanish. So, next time you hear about a wildfire, remember this little beetle. It might be flying through the smoke, carrying a strange kind of hope. And here's something to think about. If a beetle can survive fire,
animal in the world.
what else in nature is stronger than we think? If this story surprised you, give it a like and drop a comment. Hit subscribe for more wild and wonderful stories from nature.